Hey there, Dimitri here from JustReachOut. Today I want to demo the guest posting tool. The guest posting tool gets used by our customers quite often, and it gets used in the sense where people don't have potentially a big news announcement. They don't have a big story idea, or they're just unsure what to pitch to journalists just yet, but they have the know-how. They have interesting tidbits. They have something novel and some kind of expert opinion to share. And believe it or not, these blogs in every category out there are actually interested in hearing from you and figuring out, if you can write for them. And in exchange, they'll promote you. They'll give you a link in your bio on their site. They'll give you a link in the actual article if you reference interesting examples. So what we've done is we've compiled for every category, we've compiled a list of blogs. And you can see we have CBD, we have artificial intelligence, we have customer service. Every single category, we have a list of blogs. And now these blogs are blogs where we're seeing people are contributing actively to. People like yourself, people that are not a big brand, but essentially somebody who knows something about CBD, say, are comparing and basically comparing information, or they're contributing their articles to these publications. And what we've done is we've categorized them by the actual category name and also by domain rating. And so domain rating tells us how popular that blog is on a scale of 1 to 100. So as you look through this, a lot of these blogs sometimes are actual company blogs, and that's usually the first way. If you're just getting started and you see something that's ranked number 1, number 2, number 3, these are very, very low authority type of blogs, which are on a website that is, very, like on theme with what you guys do. But essentially, they're very easy to get into. Number 4, number 5, when it gets a little harder when you get to number, like 50 or 70 authority, right? But not everybody's in the CBD industry. We have a handful, we have a lot of different types of blogs. Say you're an entrepreneur, you go ahead and you look through all the different entrepreneurial blogs, and you get to choose, here is on entrepreneur, for example. You check it out and you see, all right, well, this blog might be an interesting one for me to check out. So you might go to the business section and you might see, okay, what are they writing about? Essential tips to manage your relationship for retail success. Okay. A unicorn startups, the facts and figures. So you're trying to figure out whether you can write something somewhat better than this and whether you'd be interested in contributing to on entrepreneur on a regular basis, or maybe just once or twice, right? You're also trying to decide when was the last time something was published. And you can see in the business section for this example, we're looking at December 2018. Now the recent posts right here are coming in at March 29th, March 14th. So you want to check and make sure that the latest blog posts that are on the site are very close to what the current date is. So you go through all the different sections. Now, if that's not the case, possibly this blog does not accept publications currently, right? Or at the given time. Maybe they're looking for writers, right? So that might be a different take. Here's the fun entrepreneur, right? So we can take a look at that. We can see the fun entrepreneur is the main authority 20. Now here we can see the dates, May 23rd, 2019, May 15th. Now, sometimes the ones that you see really high up like this, even on this older blog that we're looking at, these are some of the most popular ones that they're fronting up. As you can see here, it might be a red flag, for you to say, okay, this is October and February, May. But as you scroll down, you can see July. And so you can see that, you can see the frequency of posts, and you can see how dire this publication might be for new content, right? So don't let the dates deter you from applying. Just keep that in mind when you apply. If there's not a lot of content on the site recently, maybe they're dire for content. Maybe they'll accept content much faster. And, publications that don't have a lot of new content doesn't mean that they're not getting readers. They're ranking on Google somewhat high. If you can see 19, 20, 21 authority, these publications rank decently and they're pulling in some traffic. And it's, it's a good idea to start somewhere small. You don't want to go to number 4 and, let's, try and get on Startup Digest, right? If you want to get on Startup Digest, it becomes somewhat tougher to get in there, right? It's a more competitive blog. There is much more folks that are writing for them. Of course, you'll see August, but it really depends on where you've written before and how your portfolio looks right now. If you've written for some of these smaller blogs, let's say thefunentrepreneur.com, and maybe you've written for On Entrepreneur, granted, these blogs are not as popular as Startup Digest, but if you have a couple articles, then it will be much easier for you to apply to Startup Digest, right? Which is your prize. This is what you want to go after. But what most of our customers forget about is build up your profile, create some of these articles on these smaller blogs. All right. So once you've kind of figured out who you want to go after, and I say, please go after smaller blogs, authority 20, 15, 30. When you start to build up your portfolio, once you do have a few, then start going after 30s, 40s, and 50s. Then you just, when you're ready to pitch, just click send email pitch. We'll launch the pitch engine. The pitch engine will pick the best pitch to use for you for this article submission. As you see, the pitch itself is going to reference your past writing. And that's this is where you need to promote your current writing. And it can't be just a few blog posts on your own site. You need to have been mentioned somewhere else. You have contributed somewhere else for a more tougher blog, 40s and 50s domain authority to accept for you, right? And this is what I was mentioning before. When you're applying to write for them, you can write the title, you can write whatever topic you'd like, but then underneath, you always need to say, hey, I'm Dimitri, I've written for this publication, look at an example article from me. And that's the best way to do it. So this email will always be fixed. You can always choose the best one that we show you, but it will be fixed by our team when they human verify your emails. And that's pretty much it. The emails will go to your campaigns section where you'll see all of them, and we'll take it from there. You can check your scores here based on open rates and response rates, and do make sure you check in with your action plan and follow that to a T because that keeps you on track. All right. Talk to you soon and chat soon. Bye.